Procreate is one of the many apps that has a 2D animation feature. It costs $12.99 for the app itself, and as of now, there are no in-app purchases. Some other options if you don't want to spend money are Flip-a-Clip and Animation Desk. Just be aware that both of these offer in-app purchases. The materials you need is an iPad of some sort. They support iPad Pro 12.9-inch to iPad Air 2, and an Apple Pencil. At the top right corner of the interface, you'll see a plus button. Go ahead and tap that. Now there are different canvas sizes for you to choose from. I want to export this to YouTube, so the size I would want is 1920 by 1080. As you see, there are no options for that. So to create your own canvas, there is this double canvas with a plus button at the top right corner of that white tab. When you click on it, you should be able to type in what dimensions you want your canvas to be. I'm gonna put mine as 1920 by 1080, but you can do yours however you want. Once you do that, you will be sent your canvas. There are many tools you can use in Procreate. The first is the brush. To get a brush, click on the button that looks like a paintbrush. When you do, you will see a list of different types of brushes, from elements to pencils to spray paint. Choose whatever brush you want for now. The tool to the right is the smudge tool. When you click on it, you can choose whatever smudge type you want, just like the brush. This can come in handy if you want to blend your shadows or make seamless gradients. The next tool is the eraser. That one's self-explanatory. It can erase whatever you want it to, like a real eraser. To the right of the eraser is the layers button. If you click on that, you'll see that the canvas is on layer 1. If you want to add another layer, simply press the plus button. You get a certain amount of layers depending on your canvas size. With this size, you get around 500. To the right of that is your color selector. If you select that, you will see a square or color chart with different hues. Choose black for right now. On the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see there are 2 sliders and a button. The top slider is your size adjuster. The higher you move it, the larger your tool gets, vice versa. The bottom slider is for opacity. The lower you go, the more transparent your tool gets. The undo and redo button. If you make a mistake, you can always go back and fix it. Lastly, on the top left side is your settings. Gallery is to return back to the place you started. The wrench is going to be the main setting button you will use. The magic wand adjusts lighting, so if you want a different hue or brightness to your drawing, that's what that will do. And the S is for shapes, and the cursor is how you can adjust your drawing, whether you want to squash or stretch or just move it around. Click on the wrench button. You'll see there are different tabs. Pick canvas. Toggle the animation assist button on. Before you do, there are some settings you should know. At the bottom of your screen, you should see your animation track. Click on the settings button. There are 3 options: loop, ping pong, and one shot. Loop means if you want it to go over and over again like a GIF. Ping pong is if you want to make the video go back and forth like a game of ping pong. And one shot is if you want your animation to act like a movie. It will only play once and then it will stop. Below that is the FPS, also known as frames per second. A industry standard FPS for animation is 12, so adjust the slider to 12. Below that is onion skin frames. This just means if you have multiple frames, they will overlap unless you put it at 1 or 0. Lastly, there's onion skin opacity. This adjusts the transparency of the frame before. Now we are finally ready to start the animation. We are going to do a simple ball animation. So start with the circle, and you can make a perfect circle by keeping your pencil on the screen until it creates a nice shape. Size it however you like. For this demo, it's okay if it's oval. Perfect circles are harder to make. Create a new layer and make a straight line. Again, keep your pencil down once you draw that line. That'll be the ground for your ball to bounce on. Start by moving your ball on the line as your starting point. we're going to now duplicate the layer. To do this, you go to the layer you want to duplicate and slide left a little bit. You'll see the duplicate button on the side. Now move your circle a bit up from the previous one and repeat that process like so. Now you can see there's a simple animation. Of course, you can make it smoother by filling the spaces in between, but that's only if you really want to. Now let's add some details to make it more fun. To start, pick what color you want the ground to be. I'm going to make mine a dark gray. To apply it to the section you want, drag the color dot to the desired area you wish to fill. Do this for all the layers. Now repeat the process with the sky. Choose the color you want your ball to be, and do the same thing to all the layers. For shading, you can create a new layer above the first ball. Pick a darker tone of that and apply it to the edge of the circle. Now pick white and apply a little highlight like I did. You don't have to do shading, it's only if you prefer to do it. Once you're done with details, double tap on the shading layer and click on the merge down button. This should give you your circle with shading included. Do this for every ball and background layer till they are seamless like this. If you mess up, you can always hit the undo button. Finally, you created your beautiful animation. To export, you can click on the wrench button and there will be the share button. You'll see a list of options. My favorite is animated MP4, and once you click on that, you'll see your animation play. You can click export if you feel good about it and choose the way you want to share it. Here's my final product. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content.